Have some major legal breaking news. The Department of Justice has, unfortunately, even though it's not possible to do, announced that they are reviewing President Joe Biden's previous pardons that he issued prior to him leaving office on January 20th, 2025 at noon, which it's not physically, or it's not literally in a way possible. It's not possible for them to issue review the pardons that he issued. There's no way they can review later pardons or previous pardons, that a previous president has issued. Let's take a look at some research that occurred in this article talking about that. Ladies and gentlemen, this article is by The Next Gen Business. The article, ladies and gentlemen, is titled DOJ Reviews Biden's Last-Minute Pardons, Former U.S. Attorney Says. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the full story. The Department of Justice is reportedly examining several pardons issued by former President Joe Biden in his first days in office, according to former U.S. Attorney Ed Martin. The review raises questions about the legality and intent of these executive actions, such as scrutiny is rare but not unprecedented in the transitions of power. Presidential pardons are a constitutional power, often used to correct judicial errors. However, last-minute pardons can spark controversy over potential abuse. Media reporting. See news resources on all sides are covering this story. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to review the context. Ladies and gentlemen, the context. The DOJ's review, as reported, focuses on unspecified Biden pardons. No details on the number or recipients of these pardons were disclosed. Historically, presidents like Bill Clinton faced backlash for controversial pardons. Scrutiny often centers on whether pardons serve justice or political interests. Some support broad pardon powers as a check on judicial overreach. Others argue they can undermine accountability if used for presidential or political gain. The Constitution grants presidents near unlimited pardon authority except in impeachment cases. Reviews like the DOJ's typically assess procedural compliance. Concerns about Biden's pardons may reflect distrust in their timing. Supporters might view them as acts of mercy within presidential prerogative. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's legal breaking reporting and legal breaking analysis video update. If you did enjoy this video, firstly, ladies and gentlemen, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Secondly, if you would like to make sure you stay up to date on all the things legal breaking reporting wise on the side of politics, please consider hitting the bell icon as well as the all notifications option. The bell icon is located directly beneath the screen here on the right hand side of the subscribe button. Thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys would also like to stay up to date on all the things legal breaking reporting wise on the side of politics, please follow me on my social medias. I am on Instagram, Snapchat, Threads, as well as TikTok. They will be linked all down below in the video description below. Fourthly, ladies and gentlemen, please help me reach and achieve the goal of 160 plus subscribers. The reason why I'm saying 160 plus subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, is because right after we reach and achieve the goal of 160 subscribers, we have more subscribers to reach and achieve right after we reach and achieve the goal of 160 subscribers. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, please stay positive, even though I know it's hard for some of you at times to unfortunately stay positive during these unfortunate, illegal, unconstitutional, unlawful, wrongful, induced darkness times caused by the illegal, unconstitutional, unlawful, wrongful Trump administration, Trump regime, and criminality of the Trump administration, Trump regime, as well as their unlawful criminality, executive orders, unconstitutional, wrongful actions and behaviors. And know that justice will prevail eventually on the correct side of the law, despite Donald Trump and his unconstitutional, unlawful executive orders, actions, and behaviors. That is all for now, ladies and gentlemen. I will talk to you guys in the next legal breaking reporting.